In this video, we will study about genus Anthoceros. Anthoceros is a bryophyte. This belongs to division Bryophyta. This belongs to class Anthoceratosidae. It has single order Anthocerotales, family Anthocerotaceae, and genus is Anthoceros. Now, if we see its occurrence where it is found, this mostly grows at moist, shady places which are damp, which are moist, along the river banks, along the sides of the ditches, along the temporary puddles or pools. This may be found on the crevices or hollows of the rocks or on the moist, damp rocks. Now, we can see here this is growing in groups. Now, this is the thallus of Anthoceros. So, many thalli are growing over here. So, its color is yellowish green to dark green. This may be yellowish green in color or dark green in color. And it is spongy. Spongy is due to the presence of mucilaginous ducts. Mucilaginous ducts, they are inhabited by Nostoc filament, which is a member of blue-green algae, forming Nostoc colonies. In the next slide, we'll study in detail what are mucilaginous ducts and what are Nostoc colonies. It is attached to substrata by means of rhizoids, and which are made up of single cell. Unicellular means made up of single cell, and their wall is smooth. They will fix the plant to the soil as well as they will absorb water and minerals for the plant. So we can see here, this is the upper surface of the Anthoceros thallus called as dorsal view, and this is the ventral surface which is having rhizoids which help in its attachment, and these are the Nostoc colonies. Now, this is dorsal, this is ventral, so we can call it as dorsiventral thallus. A plant body is thallus because it is not truly differentiated into root, stem, and leaf. This is leafy green in color, and its color can be dark green or it can be yellowish green in color. Now, what are Nostoc colonies basically? Cavities are inhabited by endophytic blue-green alga, Nostoc. Nostoc belongs to Cyanophyceae or cyanobacteria, and this will enter into the cavities of the Anthoceros, which are filled with mucilage, and these colonies then multiply with the help of Nostoc filament, and this is called as Nostoc colony. Now, this is the diagram of rhizoid, showing that this is made up of a single cell and its wall is smooth. So these are unicellular smooth walled rhizoid. So they will fix the plant to the soil as well as they will absorb from the soil water and minerals. Now, if we cut the section of the thallus, right, to study about its anatomy, or we can say internal structure, we can see that thallus is thick in the middle and this is thin toward the margins. And these are cavities which we were earlier talking. These are mucilaginous cavities. Basically, these mucilaginous cavities, they are being produced by schizogenous splitting of the cells. Like supposing this is one cell, this is another cell. Now these cells, they will get separated like this, and cavity can be created. So, right. So this is schizogenous formation of the cavity. And these cavities, they may open on the ventral surface by pores called as slime pores. These are rhizoid, and this cavity is inhabited by Nostoc filament called as Nostoc colony. So this is the diagrammatic sketch of the thallus. Now we can also see its cellular detail. As we have discussed, this is thick in the middle and thin toward the margin, attached to substratum by means of rhizoids. Now this is bounded on upper surface by upper epidermal tissue. This is made up of single layer like this. Parenchyma, thin wall tissue. Then on the lower surface, this is having lower epidermis. This is lower epidermis. And in between upper and lower epidermis, it has thallus cells. Now these cells, again, they are parenchymatous in nature. And every cell is having chloroplast. We can see these are the chloroplasts. Because thallus is green in color, so these are the cavities which are being produced by schizogenous splitting of the cells. So these cells, they may be covered by mucilage, then they are called as mucilaginous cavities. When they are inhabited by Nostoc filament, to see the detailed structure of Nostoc, you can watch my video of Nostoc. Link will be shared in the description box. So these are inhabited by Nostoc. Nostoc as well as Anthoceros, they are mutually beneficial relationship showing because Nostoc will help in fixation of the nitrogen, and fixed nitrogen is converted to ammonium, and that will be given to the Anthoceros thallus. And in turn, Anthoceros will get fixed carbon or nutrients from the Anthoceros thallus. So Nostoc is living with the Anthoceros. Anthoceros is being benefited from the Nostoc. So when A and B, they are living with each other and both are benefited from each other, this is called as symbiotic relationship. So this is mutually symbiotic relationship. Nostoc fixes nitrogen and helps in transportation of ammonia to the thallus. Nostoc is dependent on Anthoceros for fixed carbon. They are mutually beneficial relationship showing, and this is cavities are inhabited by blue-green alga. So all these notes are also given on the side. You can note down these notes. Now, this thallus may have small pores and they are guarded by guard cells. So these are guard cells, these are pores which will help in gaseous exchange during photosynthesis. Every cell of the Anthoceros thallus is having, every cell is having a chloroplast, right? So this is the chloroplast. And this is the nucleus which is associated with one side on the chloroplast. We can see here. This is the chloroplast. This is nucleus, right? And each chloroplast is associated with multiple pyrenoid bodies. We can see here again. This is slime pore, each cell having chloroplast, and we can see here, this is the nucleus. This is the chloroplast, and this is associated with single pyrenoid body, which is again further split up into disc-like like this. So we can say chloroplast is large, oval, and this is associated with a single large pyrenoid body. Now, pyrenoid body is further made up of 25 to 300 disc to spindle shaped bodies, and its function is to store the starch. So this is all about anatomy and morphology. What is morphology? External characters. What is anatomy? These are the internal characters of the Anthoceros thallus. Now in the next video, we'll discuss about sexual reproduction in Anthoceros. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe.